When logged in as an honest broker, you can create queries and you can also fill orders. To get to your orders, simply click the Manage Orders button or choose Manage Orders from the View tab. Now, this is opening up all of the orders that I have, and there are a bunch of different statuses that they can take on. I'll explain these one at a time. New orders would be orders that are brand new. They're new to your queue and they haven't been looked at yet. As you see, I have one here. In this step, you can set a number of different statuses for the order. Pending would mean it's not yet viewed. Requested means it's being processed. The tissue list has been sent to the tissue bank, but the status of individual order items is not yet known, so you can't set it yet. These statuses here are statuses that would come a little bit later. Retrieved would be that all of the items were found and are usable. Incomplete means some of the items were found, but some were not found or are not usable pieces of tissue. Processed means it's been processed for distribution, new slides have been made, etc. And distributed means it's been shipped. Right now, I'm going to set the status to requested. The order has now been moved down to in-process orders. This is the same order. Then, once I hear back from the tissue bank about what the status of different items is, I can go through the items one by one and set the appropriate status. So I'm going to work on doing that. Let's say some of the items were retrieved and some were not. So I'm going to say this first one was retrieved. And the statuses available here for individual items are essentially the same as the statuses you can set for the overall order. This next item I'm going to say is not found. It was not found in the archives. Then I'll say this next one was retrieved. And this next one I'll also say was retrieved. And this last one I'll say is unusable. The tissue is just not usable. Once you've gone through and set the status for all of the items in the order, you can go back and set a new status for the actual order. Now at this point, I need to say that it's either retrieved or incomplete. In this case, it's incomplete because not all of the items were found and usable. So I'll set that. Once I set the status as incomplete, now the order has moved down to awaiting confirmation because I need for it to be confirmed by the researcher before it can actually be processed and shipped. So now the ball's back in the researcher's court. It's up to them to tell me what to do with this order. At that point, the researcher can cancel the order, make changes to the order, or request that available items be filled. There's also confirmed orders. This would be once the researcher says to go ahead and process and ship the items. So that would be confirmed orders. Then completed orders are orders that are complete, meaning they have been filled, the items have been shipped out, or they can also be orders that were canceled by the researcher. As you go through your orders, you should continually update the status of order items. So going back to this confirmed order, you should go through each of the items, and as you fill it, you should say it's processed, it's been distributed. You should update these statuses for each of the order items as they go through these additional steps.